What is going on with all of my people of the planet? I am D Venom. Thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. I am D Venom. You are all tuned into Raising Vibrations Podcast. Thank you guys. Thank you. I hope all of my people of the planet, especially my people of addiction and or functioning addicts, are staying on that straight and narrow and doing yes, that's right, you guys, the straight and narrow, and doing everything possible to elude psychic vampires, negative energies, including podbean trolls and scallywags, including nosy ass fucking neighbors from one's lives. We all should know by now that those particular elements only take away from our energies and our vibrations. If we could elude them at all costs, we have done our own selves some justice and a huge favor. And with that being said, let's get into this evening's episode, starting right now. All right, you guys, as mentioned, I am D Venom. I'm solo. The feathered friends are at the Mikasa. I am across the street at the park recording this episode for you guys. I left you guys an episode either this morning or yesterday in regard to me going to my primary doctor's office and getting these damn injections for this syphilis taken care of. Come to find out the pills that I was on, the Doxy, whatever them damn pills are called, did not work. I was on those pills for 3 weeks. I threw up some of them because I didn't take them like I was supposed to with the meal. And that's probably a reason why they didn't work or, why they weren't as effective. But anyway, come to find out, after the pills did not work, that I was going to have to, take the injections. From what my primary doctor told me, I was going to be taking a series of 3 injections within a 3-week period. So today was the first injection, or today was supposed to have been the first injection. And then April 10th at 10:10 a.m. was supposed to have been the second injection. And then a week after that was supposed to have been the last injection. Come to find out, kind of like, with the Maricopa Health Department, I'm going to have to take more shots than what is expected because they don't know where the syphilis is at. And, in regards to the titer count is pretty high. So they don't want to take any chances. Giving me 6 shots of penicillin would be enough to kill off the syphilis. Anyway, I get up this morning and, I take care of my feathered friends' needs. I take care of my needs and, I get ready for this appointment. Everything is fine. I'm not scared. I'm not, I have no anxiety, everything is fine. I get to the parking lot of my primary doctor's office and, I park and I, go inside the building and I go in the elevator and I make it to the 8th floor and, bam, I'm at Adelante Healthcare. I'm going to use them as a hidden gem because they are very professional and, I really do appreciate them not putting me in, more pain than what the shots, gave me, just put it that way. And it wasn't bad at all. There was a sting every now and then because of the injection. But aside from that, they were very, very caring in regard to how they, injected me. And I appreciate that. Anyway, I get to the 8th floor and I get inside of Adelante and, all is fine. I check in and they call me to the back and, that's where the shenanigans begin. I get into the, room and I'm talking to the person that, takes the vitals and all of that stuff. And, they told me that, the injection is going to have to be in the buttock area. And I'm like, oh, nope, hold up. I'm like, the doctor and I specifically talked about that. And he said that I can get it put in my arm. Come to find out, the medication is a little bit too strong to be put in the arm and can cause can cause side effects. And and adverse reaction and whatever else the case may be. And it's not enough muscle in that area to distribute the medication throughout the body. The best place to get it is in the buttock area. And I just instantly, just got unenthused and pissed and whatever else the case may be. I'm just like, this is not what was told to me. And I felt like I was tricked into coming down to the doctor's office to get these damn series of shots. But had I not started these series of shots, the syphilis could, have some adverse reactions and whatever else the case may be. And I could go blind and, I could lose hair if I'm not mistaken. It could cause a lot of issues with the brain. Eventually, it could just cause death. Al Capone died of the Chicago gangster, if I'm not mistaken. He passed away of complications due to syphilis. And if I'm not mistaken, Hitler died of complications due to syphilis. So it's no joke to have at all. When I was in Las Vegas, I caught it, and I hit stage 2 where I was getting the dark rings and stuff like that around my feet, under my feet and under the palms of my hands. And that was pretty scary in itself. So thank God I did go get a blood test at that particular point, and it shown that I had syphilis. Anyway, I think that during that particular period when I got that shot, they treated me just as the person that I was, a methamphetamine addict at that point, because they were very careless in regard to the pain that I went through, how they injected me, and whatever else the case may be. They were very, very, very impetuous in regard to giving me that shot or series of shots. And that's one reason why I opted out of taking those series of shots at the Maricopa County Health Department, more or less with my primary doctor. Other than that, I probably would have been done with this shit a long time ago. But due to the action of others, I opted out of it. But anyway, after I heard that I'm still going to have to get the shot put in my buttock area, I damn sure wasn't happy about that. This is not what the doctor told me, and I felt like, I was brought in there on a lie. Anyway, they went to go ask the doctor, is it okay if I can get the shot in my arm, because I was refusing to get it in the buttock area. Come to find out, I had to get it put in the buttock area, and they explained. Then they further went on to tell me it's not going to be one shot, it's going to be 2. 1 shot in each buttock. Baby, I was in tears. I was so motherfucking mad. I could have set that whole motherfucking building on fire. I was that amped. I'm just like, this is not happening to me. I'm just like, it's bad enough I'm getting 1 shot in the buttock area, but now I have to get 2 shots in the buttock area, 1 in each cheek. I'm just like, hell no, I'm not thrilled about this. So anyway, I started to build some anxiety behind what I heard, and I started hyperventilating. And thank God I had my mask on, because it helped control the breathing. And I see why people use the brown paper bag, because it's the truth. When you are hyperventilating, that shit is no joke. And I started 8:33 time of the recording, and I started sweating real bad. And I thought, before all of that happened, I thought that I was going to throw up. And I told the young man that was in the room with me, I'm like, I feel like I'm about to throw up. And he was like, do you want some water? And I'm like, yes. So while they were going to retrieve the water for me, that's when I started going through the symptoms of hyperventilating. I was, sweating profusely. I started going through hot and cold flashes because of all of the sweat that was on my, clothing. I felt like I was about to vomit. I had to lean my head to one side or whatever the case may be. I was breathing extra heavy. I mean, it was much, because the only thing that I can think of is the treatment that I went through in Las Vegas when I had to get that penicillin shot, and it was not an enjoyable experience. So I built that anxiety around that. And anyway, they came back in the room with the water. I drank it. And at this point, I started to get pissed at my own self. And they were like, so do you want to proceed with the shots? And I'm just like, yeah, fuck it. Let's just go and get it over and done with. And that will be the first series of 6 that I have to go through in order to, get rid of this damn syphilis. Anyway, they went to go get the shots, the medication. on the penicillin. And, I'm just thinking about how bad this is going to hurt. This is going to really kill me. And I'm just thinking about all the dirty ass dicks and nasty ass motherfucking pieces of trade that I done picked up along the way that pretty much, it's not their fault that they got me in that predicament. It's my own fault, that I got myself in 10:22 time of the recording, that I got myself in, a predicament where I have to go get 6 series of motherfucking shots, of penicillin to put up in my ass cheeks. Anyway, they came back in with the shots and I was just, oh my God, I was frustrated, pissed, nervous, anxiety. I mean, all of that. Anyway, I stood up. I went over to the table that has that paper on it. The table or couch or chair, whatever the fuck it is. And, I, proceeded to, pull my pants down to the cheek area, not all the way, just enough to expose, the cheeks. And, they put the alcohol on there to clean the area. And, child, before that man even stepped to me with that needle, I turned around and I could have just slapped that ass. And, he stepped back real quick because I wasn't feeling it. And I'm just like, okay, come on, toughen up, get this over and done with. And, I did it. So he had to clean the area again with alcohol because it took me a while it just took a while, to proceed. And, anyway, he cleaned the area again. And I turned around and he was like, okay, you ready? And I'm like, yeah. So before I knew it, he did what he did with the cheek area, warmed it up or whatever, stuck the needle in. And, I felt a little bit of stinging here and there when the, fluid was being injected. But aside from that, he did a excellent job. This let me know that the individuals in Las Vegas that injected me with that penicillin, they purposely put me through that pain because of the fact that I was a methamphetamine addict. They could have been a lot more gentler, just like Adelante Healthcare was. They knew that I have a fear of needles and I don't like needles like that. And, they told me before the procedure even happened, the day prior, when we were, verifying the appointment, we're going to take care of you, blah, blah, blah. We know you don't like needles, yada, yada, yada. Everything's going to be fine. And everything ended up being just fine. I got the shot in the other cheek and, just like with the left cheek, I felt a little bit of stinging in the right cheek, due to the injection. And after it was over and done with, that was it. I was done with that series of fucking shots, until the 10th of, this month. And then I go back and get the other 2. But yeah, it wasn't bad at all. They really took care of me and treated my cheeks, with some respect. And, I got through it. I would definitely be recommending Adelante, excuse me. Let me rephrase all of that. I will definitely be recommending Adelante Healthcare, not only for their primary care, but for their therapist care and their psychiatric care. I just got done talking to the psychiatrist a few minutes before creating this episode, and we're on track with my medication. They're going to send over some medication to CVS Pharmacy, which should be done either today or tomorrow, and that will start me on a roll in regard to my ADHD and my bipolar. So I'm hoping this medication that they put me on will give me some concentration, and less distractions in regard to the ADHD department. The bipolar department, they're going to be working on, keeping me from being depressed and keeping me from having certain mood swings. So at 14:22 time of the recording, I think with Adelante Healthcare, and no disrespect to Bayless / Denova, but when you drop patients just because they have, things going on and they can't really do a virtual appointment or whatever, and you don't prescribe them this medication and you don't send them out there with no resources or anything, I don't want to deal with places like that, and like I told my psychiatrist, I'm in control of my destiny. I'm in control of my life, and I can manifest what I want to manifest. And at that point, I wanted to manifest better health care for myself and better providers for myself. And I think that I manifested that with Adelante Healthcare. They really did a good job with they really did a good job in regard to injecting me with those penicillin shots. And penicillin is, I think, a pretty thick liquid. So for me to feel it, every blue moon, compared to my Vegas experience, they damn sure did a good job. So, once again, 15:33 time of the recording. Once again, Adelante Healthcare here in Phoenix, Arizona on Thomas, will definitely, basically central Arizona, will definitely be getting, a hidden gem, prop, for you individuals that are out here looking for good health care for yourself and your family. All right, you guys, I'm going to end up ending this, and I have a couple of things to do before retreating to the house, including seeing if this medication is done, because I'm ready to get on a roll in regard to, my ADHD and bipolar care. Anyway, you guys be good. Just in the 16:16 time of the recording. Just know that, D Venom survived it all. I will be with you guys for years to come, hopefully, depending on what the good Lord has in store for me. But, just know the syphilis won't be taking me out, and no other sexually transmitted diseases, because I'm not having sex with nobody except the plastic that I do decide to order when I do get horny. And and trust me, with my nosy ass motherfucking neighbors, I won't be having sex and doing nothing. No matter, child, I will be filled with semen that I will be replenishing my body with my own motherfucking nut. How about that? Anyway, 16:55 time of the recording. I am the Venom, and I am out. Well, I'm going to end on the angelic number. How about 1717? So let me keep on rambling. Anyway, okay, we're almost at 1717. All right, you guys. Thanks in advance for listening, and I'm out. Angelic number 1717.